Here is our crab cleaning seminar. Catch crab, pull out crab. This is how I used to do it. Get close. This is a quick way to do it. I'll show you even a quicker way in a minute, but grab them by the claws and the legs, and then you just find a sharp surface. In this case, I'm using a plastic. A metal point would be better, but I don't have that, so. And then you're left with that. And you flick it down, get all the guts out. And then you get the gills. And whatever else didn't come out with your flick. And that's done. One crab. Now I'll show you the method that I just decided to start doing, which is set them all out. Hopefully they don't run too far before you get them all out. So, if you've had them on ice, they're a little more chill. Then you use a flat-sided shovel. One more. And there. Then you just go through each one. Come in a little closer. Same kind of thing, and then just flick them out. But then you don't have to get the grip on the legs like you did. First method. Again. Now I'm just coming closer on the crab garn. On the crab. Okay, turn it off. And here it looks cut in half, all gory. Pull them off. There's nothing being flicked out. It all goes right in the bucket. You can see you get whatever this is, which I don't know what it is. You could leave it on there, but I like clean meat when I'm eating it. Again, pull it off, pull the gills off, flick out the mess, and nice and clean, ready to go. This is, if you've got a lot of crab to do, it's really the fastest way to get them cleaned, and I like a clean crab. And the water is boiling right now as we speak. Now this stuff will be really nasty if you don't get your recycling bin or yard waste bin picked up within a day or two. Although in the winter it's not as bad. So ours gets picked up tomorrow, so otherwise I might go through it in the garden. There you go. And that's that. I gotta get through these and I'll be done in just a minute. And that's 11 or 12 crab done in relatively quick. That's it. And here we go. 5 minutes later, we're all done with crab. And you can check out the gory massacre scene of 10 or 12 crab leftovers. It'll hopefully be gone tomorrow when the garbage man picks them up. Final step, freaking crab inside. I use a pressure cooker when I'm cooking a bunch of crab. It's my biggest pot. Got 3 gallons of water in here. I like my crab salty because I don't use butter to eat it. And it's a 1/2 cup of salt per gallon of water. to get you the equivalent of what saltwater salinity is, which I think is perfect. So it's boiling now, and they all are going to go in there. Dump them, but stacked a little high here. So the water is boiling right now. And you put them in here and bring the water back to a boil. Some people steam them, but if you steam them, you're not getting any of that saltiness in the crab. So I like to cover them in the water. And I also, so most people like it salty. If you don't like it salty, then you can steam them. And then they will, once this comes back to a boil, just go ahead and turn off the heat and let them sit for 5 minutes. Or if you want them really salty, I'd let them sit for another 10-15 minutes in there. And then I wash them off in the sink in fresh water real quickly just to get any of the scum that builds up in the water. I like to add cayenne pepper to the boil, which you really need a lot with 3 gallons of water. So I don't have an exact, but you want a lot if you like it a little bit spicy. All right, and I'll let this come back to boil, and then I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes. And to cook it quicker, you can put the pressure cooker lid back on without the weight on the. I don't want any pressure to build up, but I do want it to heat up faster. So, anyways, 5 minutes from now, I'm gonna take these out and wash them off. All right. It's been in there now, it's been boiling. It's been sitting there for 5 minutes after it came to a boil. I've been using this tongs to kind of stir things up in there. The good thing about doing that is it gets kind of the crud knocked off of the crab so you don't have to wash as much. So I kind of just agitate them in the pot because I don't like the white scummy stuff that kind of builds up on them while they're boiling. So now I'm just going to take it. I've done that throughout the boil, and I'm just going to dump this in the sink. It's not working that angle there. And then I'm just gonna use my tongs to wash this stuff off really quick. I don't want to wash it very long because I don't want to get the saltiness out of the meat. So now I'm just going to take each piece, and you can kind of see it's got this white scummy stuff still in there. And then I just do a quick rinse under there, and most of that comes out. Same thing, if there's no scummy stuff, then I really don't do much of a rinse, because I don't want to get the flavor off, the salty flavor out. And I like my crab hot when I eat it. And most of it is pretty good if you're agitating it during the boil. And this is looking pretty good. And all that meat in there. That's a red rock crab, giant. a pincher, and just teeny tiny carapace. And these look good. Now you've got a bowl full of crab. Now it's time to eat.